All right, let's talk about one of the biggest headaches in UK financial services compliance. I'm talking about the annual certification process under the Senior Managers and Certification Regime. You know it as SMCR.
Now, this explainer is based on a fantastic toolkit from the pros at Compliance Consultant. You probably know them better as the Compliance Doctor. Their whole mission, their tagline, is just so simple and powerful: making compliance work. So let me ask you a very direct question. How do you really feel about your firm's SMCR annual certification process? Be honest. Is it a slick, robust, totally audit-proof machine, or does it maybe keep you up at night a little bit? Yeah, for a lot of people, it's definitely the latter. And look, that's completely understandable because this stuff is complex. So let's dive into that a bit more. Let's talk about the certification challenge.
Does this picture seem familiar to you? Your whole process is just this patchwork of frantic emails flying back and forth, trying to make sense of massive, clunky spreadsheets, and there's no real consistent approach to any of it. It feels more like you're reacting to fires than proactively managing things, right? And here's the thing. That patchwork approach isn't just messy, it's genuinely risky. It opens your firm up to some pretty significant dangers. So let's break down 4 of the most common compliance risks that we see all the time. First up, having no documented process. I mean, think about it. If your entire system just lives in a few people's heads and a bunch of scattered email threads, how on earth can you prove to the FCA that you have a robust compliance system? The simple truth is, you can't. You have no audit trail.
And then there's this one, and it is a biggie: certifications just slipping through the cracks. Without a proper way to track things, it's so easy to miss an expiry date. And that's a massive problem, because it could mean you have people operating without a valid, in-date certification. Then you've got the problem of inconsistent assessments. You know, when every manager is just kind of winging it, using their own criteria, their own methods, well, you can't possibly show that you have a fair and consistent process across the whole firm. It's risky, and it's just not fair to your people.
And all of this, it all leads to the main event, the big one: regulatory scrutiny. The FCA is focusing more and more on SMCR. So if they decided to pay you a visit, could you, hand on heart, confidently walk them through your process? Being prepared really is everything. Okay, so you're facing all these very real risks. What's the answer? How do you get from that chaotic patchwork to a professional, streamlined process? Well, that brings us right here to an audit-ready solution.
The Compliance Doctor's Toolkit is essentially a complete 5-step system. Let's just quickly run through it. Step 1 is your core assessment suite, all the forms for self-declaration and manager evals. Step 2 is about verification and decision, so you have a solid record with background check templates. Step 3 is a game changer, a communications pack with pre-written emails for reminders and chasers. No more typing the same email over and over. Step 4 is all about tracking and planning, using a clever Excel register and a calendar. And finally, Step 5 gives you the advanced stuff, playbooks for tricky situations like escalations or for your material risk takers. It's a true end-to-end solution.
So, what's the secret sauce? Why is this so effective? Well, the most important thing to know is that this was built by practitioners for practitioners. And let's talk about what that really means for you. Okay, let's just talk about the value right out of the gate. The folks who created this estimate it could save your firm over 40 hours of development time. I mean, that's an entire working week you get back. A week you can spend actually implementing the process, not building it from scratch.
And the benefits? They hit every single one of those risks we talked about. It's audit-ready, so you can satisfy the regulators in your own internal team. It's totally FCA aligned with references baked right in, so you're not guessing. It's completely scalable, works just as well for a small firm with 5 certified persons as it does for a big one with 500. And maybe the best part, you get instant access. You can download it and start getting your house in order today.
So the takeaway here is pretty clear. It's time to step away from the patchwork of emails and spreadsheets. It is time to professionalize your process.
The toolkit comes in 3 different packages, so you can pick the one that fits your firm just right. The Essential Pack gets you the core assessment documents. The Complete package is the most popular. It adds in all the verification, decision records, and communications. And then there's the Premium tier, which gives you absolutely everything, plus those advanced procedures and a 30-minute call to help you get started.
And by making a move like this, you're not going it alone. You'd be joining firms all across the UK that already put their trust in these very templates to manage their SMCR compliance and seriously reduce their regulatory risk. So, if you're ready to professionalize your certification process to finally gain that confidence in your SMCR compliance, you should get in touch with Compliance Consultant, the home of the compliance doctor. You can call them on 0800-689-0190, or even better, book a discovery call using the link right there on your screen.